Three, two, one. We are live now, ma'am. We can start.
Okay. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and a very warm welcome to you on this humid, monsoony June night. Well, June is the Pride Month, and the Sexual Disorders Committee of IAPP takes immense pride to celebrate this with a much needed webinar on queer mental health, focusing on aspects of self care, self help, resilience, and holistic mental well being. There's a lot of research which is happening also in the arena, and we are having a lot of Indian data coming forth on stigmatization and the mental health of the LGBTQ population. Today, we have a powerful, enterprising, spirited speaker, Mr. Umang Sheth, who has been striving hard since more than 25 years to destigmatize the issues faced by the LGBTQ population. To chair the session today, we also have the evergreen, dynamic, flamboyant Dr. Amrit Pattajoshi. Before I introduce the chair, may I request our president of IAPP, Dr. Vaishnav, to give his opening remarks. Over to you, sir.
Thank you very much, Dr. Nina. Welcome, Umang.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Nice meeting you.
Yeah, so am I. I welcome you all. First of all, I thank the sexual disorder. Now, let me clarify that I have received several suggestions that why sexual disorder and why not sexual health. So I'm telling you that should we change it to sexual health or continue with the sexual disorder? Now continuing with Nimesh is there or I'm there?
Yes.
He's
Yeah,
there.
Continuing with dialogue with Umang. Umang, don't worry that you are fighting with the stigma for 25 years.
Yeah. Thank you.
The entire psychiatric fraternity is fighting for the stigma associated with the word psychiatry or psych. It may be the psychiatric disorders, psychiatric establishment, psychiatrist, psychiatric patient, psychiatric medicine, psychiatric nurse, anything and everything related to the psychiatry is stigmatized. And we are fighting with it since decades. And I am sure that even this era of the artificial intelligence, this fight is going to be continued.
Yeah.
But I reiterate that we are with you.
Thank you.
You must be aware of the position statement, which was one of the quote or one of the reference for the Supreme Court judge. And that was our position statement that we accept that LGBTQ, it's not a deviation, but it's the way in which the person is made. And we have already supported your movement. So let's fight so far as the stigma with LGBTQ is concerned, both of us together. We are with you. And you also educate our fraternity with whatever hurdles you are having and how you can also help our fraternity. With
Sure.
this remark, I welcome you. I know about you. I have read about you. I have seen you on the net. You may not be knowing me, but it's good to see you. And I'm sure that this session is going to be highly enlightened. Thank you very much. Thank you, Nina. Thank you, Aninda. Thank you, Amrit. Thank you all.
Thank you,
Thank
Dr. Mukesh, for your support and going out of your way and helping us to get empowered. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Vaishnav. We also have Dr. Saha and Dr. Marwale. Would you both like to just say a few words, Dr. Saha?
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It's really great to see that you, Dr. Aninda, and all are doing fantastic job. Dr. Paris Trivedi, Dr. Praveen Rathi, Dr. Prem Manjal, and I'm really grateful to Dr. Nina Sawant also. She is so active, and Aninda also so dynamic. And my regards to Mr. Umang Sheth also, that he agreed to deliver a lecture on this important subject. In fact, when I was the General Secretary of the Indian Psychiatric Society, the first time we started the task force under the chairmanship of our dynamic secretary, IPS right now, Dr. Amrit Patta Joshi, on
Thank
this
you.
committee, and it was really great. And I don't want to take much time because it is a matter of science. People are waiting to listen, Mr. Umang, and it is really great that you all people, including Dr. Marawale, and all the EC members, is doing fantastic job. Dr. Murugesh is here, but my important take is we should continue this science, and definitely it will only help our organization to grow. Thank you so much. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Saha. Dr. Marwale, any few lines from you?
Okay. Good evening, everyone. Dr. Dr. Neena Sawant. Hello.
Yes, sir, we can hear you.
Just take 1 second. Yes. Dr. Mugesh Vaishnav, Dr. Saha, Neenaji, Amrit Pattajoshi, then Pawan, the speaker, and Aninda. So most of the things are already spoken by our seniors, Dr. Saha and Mukeshji. So I won't take much of your time. So just I wish the committee all the best and the speaker all the best. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Arun.
Thank you. And now I will introduce our chairperson, Dr. Amrit Pattajoshi, who is professor and head, High Tech Medical College, and is also the Honorary General Secretary of IPS. He's the Joint Secretary of SARC, Psychiatric Federation, an LGBTQ activist. He was on the IPS task force for the LGBTQ, a TEDx speaker, a sports enthusiast, and much more. May I now request him to introduce our speaker, Mr. Umang.
Thank you, Neena madam.
I will just share his, yes.
Yeah. Let's not waste too much time. We have a very great speaker with us, Umang Seth. He started the Gay Bombay movement in 1998 to remove the stigma around LGBTQ, and that's what we still are struggling to do, even after 27, 28 years of his starting it. Started the Hugging Club of India in 2017 to remove the stigma around mental illness, and he started Mr. and Mr. in 2021 to help the community find a life partner in a healthier manner, and that's great. So he has been creating a safe spaces for the LGBTQ community for the last 25 years. And we are eagerly waiting for you, Mr. Umang Seth. And I would like to add, is a very well polished, and he speaks so nice. You just hear him the way he speaks. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Dr. Amrit. So should I start?
Yes, you can start. You can do your sharing. I have stopped mine. Yes.
Okay. Hello, everybody. Happy evening. And I really thank you from the bottom of my heart to Indian Association of Private Secretary, to Psychiatrists Association to invite me over here for this wonderful evening where I'll be sharing. But I really like your support you have given us in the judgment, and you are backing us. You have all come together and shared that this is not a mental illness. This is the nothing deviant behavior. It is just a different behavior. So thank you so much for your support. And I'm just going to share a little bit my story, maybe 30 to 40 minutes, and then I'll open up, to Q&A. I would like to especially thank Aninda for getting me into this platform. So, you introduced me talking really very highly about me. But, I want to share about myself. There was a time where my confidence was also not even zero. It was in minus. I come from a family where my mother used to talk to ghosts and spirits. My mother would call my uncle and say, "Your dead wife is in my kitchen. I am giving her food and shelter. Please take her. My father, whenever he got salary, he went to casinos and gambling houses and did not come home for days. And my mother would come home, will sit home and cry. So I come from a background where I was very ashamed and embarrassed of my parents. My mother had a mental illness called schizophrenia, and my dad had mental illness called bipolar. And in all this chaos at home, I happen to be gay and extremely effeminate. People calling me Baila, Chakka, Ijada, Namad. You are in the girls' team. Why are you moving your hands like that? You know, you should go to a girls' hostel. I grew up. So there was so much pressure at home, a chaos at home, plus outside where I was struggling. Ki, why am I like this? You know, why did God made me like this? You know, so, but what happened is somebody told me something very profound once that Umang, your mom did not choose schizophrenia, schizophrenia chose your mom. मेरे पापा बुरे इंसान नहीं है, उन्हें बुरी बीमारी है और मुझे बीमारी से लड़ना है पापा से. Okay, with all this, I later started the Hugging Club of India, an initiative to remove stigma around mental illness. Coming to queer mental health, this subject is very much close to my heart because I am queer and I have been exposed to mental illness with my parents and my own. I have taken medicine for codependency and currently I am taking therapy for ADHD. So there is a statistic. Deloitte, a corporate, had done a research and says that around 70% of the LGBT community have got mental health challenges. And why is it surprising? Because we have gone through a lot of trauma, bullying, self-shame, rejection, abuse, violence, you know. We've gone through so much. And because of that, as we grow, we get into mental health challenges. We are someone, we are, you know, always scared and anxiety. Straight people don't have to come out and answer why are you not married, why are you wearing certain clothes, why our gestures are like that. For us, every day is a challenge. We have to answer all the questions. For you, it is default setting, you are straight. For us, it is not there. Every day it's a challenge, a turmoil. You know, even at workplace, there is so much anxiety. If I speak, my voice is so feminine. I have to mask my voice. I have to mask my gestures. मैं ऐसे हाथ उठाऊंगा तो लड़की बोलेंगे, मेरी चाल को देख के लड़की बोलेंगे बाइला है. So much energy is going in masking my sexuality. How will I give 100% at home? How can I be productive at home, office, at home? And if I can't be my true self, then how can I prosper? How can I raise my hand and say about my career when I can't give my ideas and my energy is going in masking myself, my sexuality? So much anxiety is there at home, at office. How will I talk? And because of that, we leave jobs and then we get into unemployment and then that leads to mental illness. It's a vicious cycle. So what I'm going to talk to you about is that there are so many things happening outside, you know. Queer mental health is a journey. And what is happening outside is that we want a perfect world, the gay people. Hey, he should not bully me. People should accept us. People should not abuse us or they should not discriminate us. And we are suffering. And it's so easy to blame others, you know. Oh, I am suffering because of the environment. People are bullying. But my talk is, yes, there is a problem. There is a problem. But you are suffering because of also your thought process, right? See, it's like that, you know, you want to, you want to walk without thorns or stones. You want to put carpet everywhere. But instead of that, why can't you have carpet shoes, leather shoes? So you don't have to face all this. So the idea is, it's difficult to change the world. It will take time. But can I change my thinking? Can I change my response? अगर वो मुझे बाइला छक्का इजड़ा बोलता है, I can keep blaming and suffering. Oh, because of him, I am suffering. depressed, or I am in pain because of that suffering, because of that person. Sorry, but the idea is, can I shift from blaming to taking responsibility of my feelings? Can I shift from usual thinking to a healthier thinking? I'll give you an example. Okay. Suppose I go to a party and somebody tells me, ये तो क्या लड़की है, बाइला है, सिक्सर है, and I will come home and keep thinking, oh my God, in front of 200 people, he called me girly. I will think for 1 minute, 1 hour, 1 month, 1 year, and then I will fall sick mentally and physically. And what will I do? Oh, 1 year back, he called me Baila, and that's why I am in a mental mess. He told me for 20 seconds and forgot. Who will take responsibility of thinking again and again and again for 1 year? Me, right? So who is to be blamed? Me. So today's talk is that the environment outside may be toxic, maybe discriminatory, bullying, but can we take care of our mind? Okay, because ताली दो हाथ से बजती है, एक हाथ से external forces may not harm me if my thinking process, how I take care of my mind, has shifted from blaming to responsibility, from usual to a healthier way of thinking, then this ek haath se kuch nahi hoga. The pain is not there. So my talk today is about a journey, about how to shift from, I'm just sharing my slide. Okay. Yeah, the journey. I'm talking about my journey, which is how to shift. And the journey is, 1 second, I'm just trying to. Can we shift from the usual to healthier way of thinking? From blaming to taking responsibility. And this is a whole journey. It's a whole journey because the outside world will not change immediately. People are going to bully me, call me names, discriminate, be a bitch behind my back. But how I respond is in my hands, right? Because I am suffering. I am suffering, and it is my responsibility that I stop suffering. I am in less pain. It's so easy to blame, but the world is not going to change. So it's a journey where it's from awareness to acceptance to comfort to empowerment. And this is what I am going to take you through today. Okay. The first is awareness when it comes to queer mental health, which causes us is that, first of all, I did not choose to be LGBT or gay. God and nature made me gay. It was not a choice. मैं ऊपर भगवान में के यहाँ गे के लाइन में नहीं खड़ा था. The nature and God has made me gay, right? If you are given a bouquet of flowers, there is red rose, there is white rose, there is yellow rose, there is pink rose. You accept all colors of flowers, right? You don't say, I don't want white rose. You accept all colors. LGBT is also different sexualities. Like different color of roses is part of nature. Different sexuality is also part of nature. So if you accept different roses, why not different sexualities? Right? Let's move on now to self-acceptance. We struggle a lot. Ki, why me? Oh God, why did you make me like this? Girly, not getting attracted to opposite sex, feminine, weird, whatever, The idea is, when you have blue eyes and green eyes, you flaunt, right? Oh, 2% or 4% of India's or the world population has got gray eyes. You flaunt, you are exclusive, you are proud of it. 4 to 10% is the LGBT population. Why aren't you proud? Just like blue and gray eyes is part of nature, this is also part of nature. Why isn't it exclusive? Why is it not to be celebrated or to be flaunt? You flaunt your gray eyes, which is very exclusive, then why not your sexuality? Because it is also exclusive, right? So the idea is that to be proud of what you are. This is what God has made you. Just like the blue eyes, you are gay. God has made you. Now, why me? There is no answer to that. Why was I not born in Ambani house? Why was I not born in New York? Why was I not born fair? Right? There is no answer to this to why me. The idea is to accept what it is and make the best out of it. Right? I'll give you an example. Okay. For example, if you are a fish, okay, and you say, oh, I can't climb a tree like a squirrel. God, why did you make a fish? I'm always in water. I can't come out. And you keep comparing yourself with a squirrel. If you keep comparing, if a fish will keep comparing itself with a squirrel, it will feel horrible, right? It will be in a very bad shape. A fish is born to swim. A squirrel is born to climb a tree. A heterosexual is born to like opposite sex. A homosexual is born to like the same sex. A fish is not comparing itself with a squirrel. Why am I comparing to a heterosexual? My voice is not manly. I want to do dancing. I don't like cricket. I like fashion show. Why am I comparing? A fish is not comparing itself with a squirrel. Why am I comparing myself with heterosexual every day? No, I am different. I am in minority. I am not abnormality. Right? Stop comparing. I can't be like a straight man. But I am not a straight man, so why should I compare? This helps in your mental health when you stop comparing. Right? So what happens is, if a fish will, what does the fish do? So it doesn't stop, it stops comparing. A fish will move with other fish to have a sense of belonging. So as an LGBT person, I need to move with people like me, who talk like me, walk like me, wear clothes like me, to have a sense of belonging, where I can discuss about not cricket score but sari pallu, where I can talk about fashion TV and not football, right? Where I can tell them that I don't like Alia Bhatt, I love Ranbir Kapoor. I can tell कि वो लड़की का रिश्ता है, मुझे उसके भाई से शादी करनी है, उससे नहीं, right? A sense of belonging where I can be myself. That is self-acceptance, you know. Now coming to bullying, a lot of us go to bullying, you know. I will talk about two incidents which happened to me in my childhood. My response then and now, when it's a healthier way of thinking. I clearly remember when I was filling my SSC form, the principal, I'm talking about 30 years back, the principal said, okay, there are two columns, there is a male and female. Does anybody need a third column? And one smart guy gets up and says, Umang. And 50 people are laughing. And I just wanted to, I want the earth to open and may samajao. You know, I wanted to just, evaporate because it was so humiliating. People are calling me hooting, baila, chakka. I need a third column. I got a fish pond in a party. Umang, when your mother was expecting, she wanted a boy and your dad wanted a girl. When you were born, they both were happy. And they were all laughing and mocking, a sixer, chakka. And I was so frustrated, angry. Why me, God? This is humiliating. Why are these people are rascals and they are so toxic and all? That was my usual way of thinking. Now let's move to a healthier way of thinking. A thinking process, a queer mental thinking process is from he is making me angry to why am I getting angry? I'm going to repeat this. From he is making me angry to why I am getting angry. Right? The idea is if he is calling me Baila, okay, he was not born hating me. right? The society, the environment, his peer group has put into his head to tease me, to call names. He doesn't have anything personal against me, right? It is the influence of the society. He doesn't have, what do you say, anything personal against me. Once I understand he is the influence of the society, I am free. I am free. The suffering is not there because whatever he is doing, किसी ने उसके दिमाग में डाला है और वो बोल रहा है. He was born a clean slate. Once I understand this, I am free, right? I am not girly. I don't fit into your definition of manly, right? I am not ugly. I don't fit into your definition of beautiful or handsome. Okay. अगर And the idea is, see, that I'm looking at healthier way of thinking. Oh, उसने मुझे बाइला बोला. Oh my God, why did you make me toxic? The world is horrible. I can go on the usual way of thinking. And what is the healthier way to think? उसने मुझे लड़की बोला तो मैं क्या हो गया क्या? And what is wrong in लड़की? मेरी मम्मी, मेरे बहन, मेरी cousin, वो भी लड़की है. लड़की is a bad word or what? और बचपन में, when I was a child, I would go and tell my mother, oh mom, that guy called me selfish, he called me ugly. And my mom said, when he told you, did you become? No, I forgot. So why now I am holding to that he called me ugly like a child? Why can't I forget it? Can I take the responsibility of forgetting it? Right? The idea is, the comfort, like today, I want to do what you call as nursing. I want to become a sari draper, and I am stopping myself because I am not comfortable. What will people think? They will call me names. I can't be a nurse. I can't be a sari draper. I can't be a mehndi artist. I can't be a house husband. I stop myself and force myself in so-called conventional. But to get comfortable, I need to change my thinking in a healthier way. 40 years back, Sudha Murthy was the only girl in her engineering college. Was she weird? No, she was different. If Sudha Murthy can be the only girl 40 years back in her engineering college, why can't I be the only man in a girl among all the girls in today's time and learn nursing, sari draping? Why can't I do that? Right? People accepted. You all accepted Bappi Lahiri, Ramba ho, Bappi Lahiri, Sone ki dukaan. You accepted Bappi Lahiri wearing gold jewelry top to bottom donkey years back. Then why can't you accept me wearing makeup top to bottom? Right? You accepted Bappi Lahiri, right? He was gold jewelry top to bottom. Then why can't you accept me wearing makeup top to bottom? Right? Usha Uttup wore a gajra, sang in male voice, in sports shoes, 40 years back in nightclubs. Why can't I wear a pink ghagra today? If she can do it, right? We all keep worrying, okay, what will people think? I have no control over what people think about me. People will think depending on their upbringing, what is their mood today, or did they get a good cup of coffee this morning? I have a choice. I have worn a colorful shirt. I will think, oh my God, Pawan sir will think such a corporate, all psychiatrists are there, and Umang is wearing a colorful shirt. How can he do that? He should be clinical white or blue. And if he's in a good mood, he'll say, "Mast shirt pehna hai na." Should I keep changing my thinking depending on his mood? Then I'm faking, na. If I keep changing my type, my likes or behavior on what people are thinking, then I'm not being myself. The idea is to understand that I have no control of what people think about me. and just do what I feel is the best. I need to get comfortable that my mother is telling me every morning, शादी कर, शादी कर, शादी कर, 30 साल का हो गया, कभी शादी करेगा. The usual way to get upset, to suffer, be in pain, affecting mental health is, oh my God, my mom is so toxic. She's like a stepmother. Every morning ka chalu ho jata hai, शादी कर, शादी कर. She's not accepting my sexuality. What is this nonsense? Why nonsense? My life is horrible. That's the usual way to think. What is the healthier way to think? My mom is doing what her mother taught her. My mom is thinking that मैं अगर उमंग की शादी नहीं कराऊंगी तो मैं अच्छी माँ नहीं हूं. She is behaving out of her peer pressure because she was told by her mother that by 30 I should be married. Right? So if I understand where my mom is coming from, then I will be fine. I will be in a healthier way to think. Right? There are a lot of things you are uncomfortable with, and you tell, oh, I wanted to learn dancing, but my father said, oh God, boys can't do dancing and you should do banking. And you grow up and keep blaming and be a victim. Oh, my father didn't allow me to pursue dancing or makeup, and I'm stuck in this job and horrible. You be a victim. You keep telling कि my father did this. When I told them about my sexuality, they ignored, they didn't accept me, blah, 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 blah. You can be on a blaming and a victim mode. But now you are above 18. Can you take responsibility for your life? Yeah. Can you move from blaming to shifting? Above 18, you can do what you want to do now. Stop blaming and start taking responsibility for your life. People are going to judge you. People are going to call you names. People are going to tell you that you can't wear this pink color. You can't wear purple color. They are going to make you uncomfortable. But the idea is to understand that where are they coming from? They are coming from a background, from a society, from an environment where they are brought up that pink is for girls and blue is for boys. So they don't have anything personal against me. They are just behaving the way they are wired. Their belief. Once I understand कि ये कोई पर्सनल दुश्मनी नहीं है, ये एनवायरनमेंट का इन्फ्लुएंस है, आई एम फ्री, आई एम नॉट सफरिंग, बिकॉज जो बोल रहा है दुनिया ने सिखाया है. It is nothing personal. Right? One of the things what we face LGBT is lot of rejection. Lot of rejection. I can't change the way I look or behave, but can I change the way I respond? Right? We go through a lot of challenges where people call us ugly or weird. I am not weird. I'm not fitting into your definition of normal. Right? If I keep thinking कि उसने मुझे weird बोला, लड़की बोला, abnormal बोला, I will keep beating myself up and invite mental health challenges, diseases. That is the usual way of thinking कि भगवान ने मुझे weird बनाया, उसने मुझे लड़की जैसा बनाया, or I am abnormal. That is your usual thought process. But the idea is to shift from usual thinking to healthier thinking. I am not abnormal. I am not weird. I don't fit into the image he has of me. You had an image that I'll come in a white tight shirt, tie, jacket. That doesn't make me a bad person or doesn't make me unprofessional. I'm not fitting into the image you had of an Umang. That's it. That's a healthier way of thinking from the usual way of thinking. We everybody go to dating apps, and dating apps we get rejected. Yeah, I start chatting with a dating app and somebody calls me, "Tu bahut buddha dikhta hai, tu ugly dikhta hai," and I start beating up myself. Oh my God, I got rejected. This guy ghosted me. He blocked me. He's calling me Takla, Uncle, Buddha, and I can sulk and suffer and in pain and get into mental health challenge. So the usual of the way is I am in pain because on the dating app, Tinder, Bumble, he called me Buddha, he called me uncle, he called me whatever. That is the usual way of thinking. What is the healthier way of thinking? I hardly know this guy for 2 minutes and I am letting him affect my self-esteem, my peace of mind. I hardly know him for 2 minutes and I'm worrying so much. I have my family, friends who love me for last 30, 40 years. Right? I am letting a stranger affect my peace of mind. Why? Right? You know, I am not bad looking. I am not fitting into your definition of good looking. I can keep on sulking, bad, bad, horrible. No, I am not bad. I am not fitting your definition of what is good. And once I think like that, I am free, you know. And if I keep thinking, oh my God, he rejected me, he criticized me, सबके सामने उसने मुझे बाइला बोला, लड़की बोला, सिक्सर बोला, I am giving the power to him to affect my peace of mind. I don't want to give that power to him. I want to take it back. Right? Because this is me. This is what God has made me. That's it. I did not choose to be gay. God made me gay. How to control your mind and anger? Perfect. I'm going to answer that. There is a thing. As I said, okay, suppose somebody, somebody calls me lazy or useless, and I get very angry and upset. Okay. Now the idea is how to move from a healthier way of thinking. First is that person ने मुझे ugly बोला, but 9 बार उसने मेरे बारे में अच्छा बात किया ना. क्या मैंने दूसरी बार have I ever recalled what good things he has said? Why have I caught on that ugly thing? Right? And he may be in a bad state of mind. He may be going through certain challenges. Can I ignore that? What is a healthier way to deal it? Right? और उसने ugly बोला तो मैं थोड़ी हो गया. I am not fitting into his definition of what he is. I am not living up to his expectation. There is nothing wrong. Right? For example, I expect that the guy will come home and clean my house. Okay, and take me out or give me surprises. And I will blame him. Oh, he is very boring. He's not taking me out. He's unkept. Then it's the usual way of thinking. What is the healthier way? जो मैंने सोचा था कि वो मुझे बाहर लेके जाए था, वो नहीं हो रहा है. Right? He is not hurting me. He's not living up to my expectation. Right? My mother is suffering because I am not getting married. But am I making my mother suffer? No, because my mother had a dream के श्रीदेवी की तरह लाउटी करेगी मेरी शादी में, और वो नहीं हो रहा है. वो ज्वेलरी नहीं हो रही है, वो रिसेप्शन नहीं हो रहा है, वो साड़ी नहीं हो रही है, इसलिए वो दुखी है. मैं दुखी नहीं कर रहा हूं. Right? So the idea is to pause and reflect कि what is the healthier way to think. Right? What is the healthier way to deal with this? Okay. Other thing is now empowering. How do I hope I have answered that question. If you have any other question, please ask me. You can send me a chat. Other is empowering. Today we all gay people, LGBT people are constant worrying कि लोग क्या बोलेंगे. एक लड़के के हाथ में हाथ डाल के मैं चलूंगा, मैं शादी करूंगा, पर्पल पेंट करूंगा, नेल पॉलिश लगाऊंगा, डांस करूंगा, साड़ी ड्रेपर करूंगा. What will people think? And we stop ourselves. And what is happening is I'm not living up to my full potential. If I'm not being my true self, and not living my full potential, I'll feel sad. It will cause depression, anxiety, and mental health challenges because I'm not being my true self. मुझे पर्पल पैंट पहन के जाना है, ब्लैक नहीं पहन के जाना है, राइट? मुझे मुझे डांसिंग सिखाना है, मैथमेटिक्स नहीं. So what is taboo today will be norm tomorrow, right? 10 years back, divorce was a taboo. Today it's a norm, na? 10 years back, watching porn was a taboo. Today it is normal, na? 10 years back, single woman, live-in relationship was a taboo. Today is the norm, right? 10 years back, after 10 years, gay marriages will be norm, wearing purple pants will be norm, holding a hand and coming out will be a norm. But do I want to suffer for 10 years and wait till it becomes a norm? Why can't I do it now so I can stop suffering, stop affecting my mental health? What is a taboo today will become a norm tomorrow, right? Whatever is happening right now, suppose I go to a party, and people are not LGBT friendly. People don't talk to me. They alienate me because I am gay. There is a discrimination. There is a stigma. So there are two ways to think: the usual and the healthier. He is making me angry by excluding me, or why am I getting angry? What is the way? Oh, they are discriminatory, they are not inclusive, they are old-fashioned. How rude they are not including me. That's the usual way of thinking. What is the healthier way? They are not living up to the expectation I had when coming to the party. I had an expectation they will come and hug me. They will tell me to dance with them. They'll be nice and polite to me. So they are not bad. They are not living up to the expectation I have of them. Right? That is making a shift, a mind shift from blaming to taking responsibility for my emotions. Right? So that's all from me. I want to, leave the room open for questions. I love getting questions. I just want to show one small video, and then I will open up for Q&A. I've kept my presentation short, with 30 minutes, because I want more Q&A, and that gets interesting. I am just going to share my. Yeah, that's all. That's about me. These are my social media handles, and this is my what do you say, mobile number. I just wanted to share one, two, or three things. It's not just about LGBT inclusivity. I run a gay matchmaking initiative called Mr. and Mr. एक माँ आके बोलती है मेरे लड़के के लिए लड़का ढूंढो. The times have changed. I remember there was a time when one woman said, "This is all unnecessary. This is all nonsense." And today a woman is coming, find a guy, for my son. Today a guy is coming and telling home that जो लड़की का रिश्ता है ना, मुझे उससे नहीं उसके भाई से शादी करनी है. Right? So when I said कि where does all these confidence and empowerment comes, it comes from having a sense of belonging, where I can be myself. A fish cannot compare itself with a squirrel. A fish will move with other fish to be comfortable. I need to move with people. That's why in 1998, I started Gay Bombay, India's first social support group where people can be themselves, can go home and tell them parents that this is not abnormality, this is minority. I am gay. I am not going to get married to a girl. I have a boyfriend. I want to do this. I'm not going to hide, waste my energy masking my sexuality. I'm to use my potential to the max. For 15 years, I did events, alternate sexuality, alternate Sundays, gay matchmaking, parents meet, lot of things. In 2021, I started the Hugging Club of India, India's first platform where mental health experts talk about their own mental illness. The inspiration came from the fraternity. I told you I had parents, they are no more, with schizophrenia and bipolar. I used to take my parents to Dr. Bharat Watwani, one of the renowned psychiatrists of India. Sitting in his waiting room, I read a placard which says, at once upon a time, I was suicidal. I wanted to end my life. I was in depression. I didn't know what to do with my life. And then I started Shraddha Rehab. Dr. Bharat Watwani is telling about his suicidal thoughts. It is so liberating and empowering when I'm feeling horrible. Why God? Why me? Why both parents are having mental illness and me being gay? And that's where I started the Hugging Club of India, a platform where you can openly share that I have schizophrenia, I have bipolar, I hallucinate, I am addicted to porn. Because brain is also an organ and it can fall ill. We did not choose mental illness. Mental illness chose us. And in 2021, I started India's first gay matchmaking initiative called Mr. and Mr. क्योंकि तुम स्ट्रेट लोगों का तो सब सेट है ना, बच्चे होंगे, बच्चे को बढ़ेंगे, the life will revolve around growing up kids, will get the kids married and become grandparents. There are milestones, there is a way to move ahead, but we don't have any milestone or any roadmap. We don't know what to do with our life once we come out. It's all dark. In absence of that, we get into mental health challenges, suicidal thoughts, or we get married to a woman. And that's where I started Mr. and Mr. India's first gay matchmaking initiative, like Shadi.com, to find in a healthier way. We have under 270 registered members, 13 couples, और एक destination wedding होने वाली है. So if today anybody says that, you need to go to a psychiatrist or a therapist to change because you are gay, I tell them you need to go to your psychiatrist to change your mindset. I don't need to be cured. You need to cure your mindset. You need to go to a psychiatrist, not me. Thank you for listening. And the empowerment comes with 2 lines. Today, if somebody says, Umang, if you wear this shirt, people will think you are gay. And I will say, no, this is nonsense. How can you think I am gay? I want you to be sure that I am gay. Thank you for listening.
Thank you so much, Umang. That was a very lovely, lucid talk as you took us through your own journey. And that was the highlight of your session today, where you gave so many examples, and even as a psychiatric fraternity, we got to understand how we do know about pain, and we do know about the problems, and we do know about discrimination and stigma, but they are just words for us. So you kind of, enacted and put us so that we could imagine what kind of difficulties or challenges a person is going through. Let me just see if Dr. Amrit is there back. He was supposed to go for a talk.
Dr. Amrit is here.
Yes. So Dr. Amrit, over to you. I think I just asked the support staff if there were any questions. Only one had come, which Umang has already answered. So we do not have any more questions. So maybe some remarks from you.
Yeah. I think LGBTQ still is again back to fighting mode. post Trump coming to US,
Yeah.
I think we have a lot of issues now. Again, the stigma, again, so the fight will again, it's on a different level. We were thinking that okay, we'll talk about adoptions, we'll talk about marriage. We will move to the next level
That's
because
right, right. You're
so
absolutely right. You
we are
understand
not
our pain
the
and
chapter one
challenges.
again. Yeah, pardon?
You understand our pain and challenges. हमें भी शादी करनी है. हमारे जूते भी कोई छुपाए.
So so I think empathy is the most important thing. And what somebody is feeling, as long as we as psychiatrists do not understand the basic thought process behind somebody wanting or thinking what he or she is thinking, or the wish or the desire, or whatever I'm poor with terminologies, we can never be empathetic. We'll always look at them in a different angle. And I think when a LGBTQ community comes to us in practice, he looks at our eyes, he looks at our face. How do we accept the person? How do we accept the news? Like many times I ask, if a female comes, you have a boyfriend? She tells no. You have a girlfriend? In that very question, I get the response, yes, we have.
Wow.
They understand. And many times I look at both the parents. One of the parents is very empathetic when they come. So you need to work on the single parent. And many times the kids are also very aggressive towards their parents because they're not accepting the thought. I tell them, you are feeling what you're feeling. They are feeling what they are feeling. Why do you want them to respect your feelings and you not respect their thought processes? So I think somewhere we need to work on each other. We cannot term anybody who does not accept us as antagonists or somebody who is against us. With a lot of people who are in the middle path, you need to convince them, you need to make them understand. And if a little bit of aggression is toned down in terms of, the things that are happening around, we'll have a lot of people who are with us in this fight, in this whole journey. And the journey will be a little more because we'll have the people who will not like what we are thinking or what we're doing. There are some people who will try to convert. There's so many people who want to convert also. It's not that we are looking at a segment of people. So somewhere there will be a mixed bag, but I think we are very, very positive. I see a lot of change in the way the clinicians are looking at this segment, and I'm positive. I've done a lot of hard work, and more hard work is still left.
Thank you, Dr. Amrit, for your support. And what you said is exactly right, that kids want parents to accept. But the thing is, we took so much time to accept ourselves. We need to give it to kids also that much, to our parents also that time. I took 3 years to accept my, sexuality. So I need to give time. It's a time for role reversal. I become a parent and my parents become a kid because they will have so much questions, right? Just because मेरे friend ने मम्मी ने accept किया है, मेरी मम्मी भी accept करी, that's not the way to think. Thanks for your empathy.
Hello,
Hello.
can I?
Yeah, Mr. Gautam, please go ahead.
What I am saying, it is really now, as Amrit said, we should be optimistic. And not only optimistic, it is change is really. Last 30 years I am practicing in this field, in the mental health. Initial practice we have seen, and right now the parents are also very much acceptable to accept this situation. They also know this is a normal condition. In fact, in our teaching, when in 30 years back, it was not a very clear-cut conception. I think Dr. T.S.S. Rao is there, our Vice President of Indian Psychiatric Society, Dr. Nimesh Desai, one of the senior psychiatrists is here, Dr. Rup Sadhana, all may agree with me, but the days are changing. Right now, the scenario is much, much brighter than before. People accept, even parents are accepting. There are lots of patients with their mental health problem. They came to me with their parents, with their partners. Nothing wrong. Nowadays it is very much acceptable, but still long way to go to accept what Amrit suggested us, like marriage, adoption. All these issues are should be very much would be clear in future. Thank you. Well said, Dr. Umang.
Thank you so much. And thanks for all your support you are giving, and you are with us. We are not alone. Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Gautam.
Dr. Rao, Dr. Desai, do you want to give the last few comments before I hand over to Dr. Rathi?
And great, nice to hear from the horse's mouth the way things have gone on and how to improve. I think we all need to develop sensitivity to handle this, and from that angle, I must congratulate both the organizers and the speaker who did a great job.
Thank you.
Dr. Desai?
I think sir is not there.
Dr. Siddhana? He's there?
I don't know.
Not there? Okay. Then maybe I hand over to Dr. Pawan Rathi to
Yeah.
do the vote of thanks.
Hello, good evening, everyone. Thank you, Nina ma'am. As we come close to the end of this truly enriching and compassionate session, it's my privilege to give the vote of thanks on the behalf of IPP Sexual Medicine Committee. First and foremost, a sincere thank to our esteemed speaker, Mr. Umang said. Your insight today were not just informative, but truly and deeply human. And sir, I must say, I loved your shirt and I loved your energy as well.
Thank you.
After a long, I felt ki it wasn't a webinar, but we were having a TED talk, and we felt ki we are just listening you live. Your energy and your charisma is truly unbelievable, sir.
Thank you.
I,
Thank you.
Thanks for making us understand queer mental health in a better way. And malab, I was little shocked when you started your presentation, and I kept on thinking that you are more or less presenting it like a giving a CBT or maybe REBT to the client. And when at the end I saw in a bio, the Insta bio, that you are a counselor, then I understood from where it came. Thanks a lot for giving a truly encouraging and enriching session to us, sir.
Thank you.
Special
Thank you
thanks.
for your kindness and love.
A special thanks to our chairperson, Dr. Amrit Patjoshi, sir, for giving strength and solidarity to this important topic. On the behalf of my committee, I will like to thank the office bearers, the president, the vice president of IPP, as well as the IPS for being with us throughout the session. And at the last, I will like to thank to each and everyone who joined us for giving their time and hearts tonight. Let's take all this to our clinics, what we have learned today in this webinar. Wishing you all peace, pride, and purpose. Thank you so much.
Thank you. There is a question from the support team. Can I answer
Yeah,
that?
at what page did you? Yeah.
Yeah, okay, I'll take this question first. I did not realize what was happening. There was no word, but I realized कि मुझे Jackie Shroff और अनिल कपूर क्यों पसंद है, माधुरी दीक्षित और श्रीदेवी क्यों, you know. So I used to get attracted to my neighbors. I used to get attracted to my cousin. You know, I used to make out with them and go in front of God. I'm so sorry, I will not do that. And then I used to make out again. It was a vicious circle, you know. So I think when I was in 6th or 7th standard, I got attracted to my, other male, but I accepted myself at the 17 years old. There is another question which says that, what about the married gay men? You know, they get married to a woman, and what about them? So first of all, I feel there are 2 to 3 way to look at it. In today's day and age, you can't get married. You know, whatever is it, you can't say that I am getting married for my parents, or a lot of people get married out of loneliness or not getting the inheritance, you know. So if you are an educated guy in a metro, you really can't give me an excuse. And it is your life. After 10, 15 years, your parents will not be there. Do you want to spoil? Don't say you don't want to spoil woman's life. Are you going to spoil your life first? Forget the woman. You're going to spoil your life first. No, so now for whatever the
ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಒಂದ್ 2 ನಿಮಿಷ ಒಂದು ಆನ್ಲೈನ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಇದೆ, ಬೆಲ್ ಮಾಡಿದ ತಕ್ಷಣ ಕಳಿಸ್.
okay. So another thing is, suppose you are a gay guy and you are married. Now the idea is that how do I come out to the society? My wife knows, what will the world say? What about the children? Blah blah blah. Remember what I said? Taboo today, norm tomorrow. After 10 years, it will be very common that married gay guys coming out and say, I got married by mistake. But do you want to wait for 10 years and suffer? Come out. It happened. Let bygones be bygone. Come out and say, yeah, I'm gay. I got married. I'm sorry. Let us face the consequences. Because 10 साल के बाद तो common हो जाएगा. Gay guys coming out. But 10 साल तक suffer क्यों करना है? That's my answer.
Thank you again, Umang sir. I will also like to thank Nina ma'am for mastering this ceremony so nicely, and Dr. Aninda for working so hard and bringing you for this webinar, as well as all the committee members of this Sexual Medicine Committee, IPP. Wishing you all peace, pride, and purpose. Thank you so much. A very good night to all.
Good
Thank
night,
you. Thank you, everybody. Thanks, Aninda, especially. Everybody over here, all the doctors for calling me and thinking about us. Happy Pride Month. Yeah, over to you, Dr. Nina. Sorry for interrupting.
No, you had
Bye-bye.
the last one. I just want to thank Aninda from the bottom of my heart. She's a very hardworking member of our committee, and we are glad that she's bringing in so much of pride to the committee. So, it's nice. Thank you all, and
Thank
good
you,
night,
ma'am.
I think.
Good
Very
night.
good night
I
to all.
need blessings
you,
of all
Pawan.
of you.
Thank you. Good night.
Good
Thank
Bye.
you. Good night.
হ্যাঁ দাঁড়া।
पापा,
हाँ?
अरे आप हो क्या?
दादा आपको बुला रहा है।